Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Okay, so we've exchanged one lizard maze for another one, but we'll get to that in a moment. Another thing that went away is we had the Hyperia challenge, which is gone, and I am currently crafting Hyperia up there. The 50 costed me 78 gems, so I spent less than 200 for the entire challenge, which I'm very happy with. So that one's being crafted right now. I also have... She is now ready, and she has lots of open ruin slots, which is wonderful. I am also crafting... Well, not crafting, I'm hatching. I'm hatching Drakkar, too. So I'm going to have him as well. So I'm going to do... I might hatch her tonight, but it'll be a video out for her tomorrow. And there will be a video out for him on Friday, because we are doing a day skip at this point. Because these videos are getting way too late. And I want to get an early start on them, and that's the war. It's just getting later and later and such. So what it is today is Wednesday. Normally the next video would be Friday, but we're going to do it on Saturday. But like I just said, you're going to have a feeding video tomorrow on Thursday. You're going to have a feeding video on Friday. So you're going to get 3 days of Monster Legends, 4 including this one. So I don't really expect anything else new to come up in the meantime. I didn't see anything on the schedule. I do know they're going to be doing some breeding stuff. They're going to be doing some little breeding stuff, but I got the impression there's going to be a big breeding thing coming up. So you might want to hold on to your temple, your breeding temple, if necessary. So you might want to hold on to that, because apparently they're going to do some big thing. There's also going to be some more magic stones progression coming up. So, you'd have the 4. One of them is very likely going to be Copycat, because they seem to like doing that with Copycat. It should be amusing to see if he shows up again, because he's been in every one of them so far. And, of course, you can see we have Battlegrounds, which is starting to begin. It's a little bit late this time around, but we are getting around to Battlegrounds. So that's going to be this weekend. They're doing the countdown, and then they're going to do the search tomorrow, and then Friday we put everybody in place. And we'll be around on Saturday, and we can see how we're doing, because that's when the actual battles are going to be taking place. All right, well, let's talk about our new friend. And when I say new friend, I mean the new friend in the Lizard Graveyard Maze. All right, so this is Ugluk. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, he's an Earth attacker. He's got a lot of interesting things, but here's the thing. Most of his interesting things you're not going to see until you rank him up. He is an elite. He's an elite. His stuff is pretty good at the bottom from what I've seen. It's just like I said, he gets better things as he goes up. When he ranks up, I don't know how high you have to get him for it. He does get this one attack which is devastating. What it does is it gives him Taunt Hater. Then it does, I believe it was a massive special damage hit, single target. Then it takes Taunt Hater off of him and then gives him an extra turn. So you can imagine how very useful that would be, especially if somehow he was buffed already, Because, he's already going to do massive special damage and triple damage if the individual has some kind of a taunting thing going, right? I'm guessing that's either trait or, buff, one way or another. And then he gets to do something else, too. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of interesting. His trait also evolves. But, he kind of starts with a great one to begin with at 0, where he's immune to control. We had others who got that only when they got to, rank 3. But now he's going to get that at rank 0. At rank 1, he applies quicksands to everybody, which we've seen with some of them, And then he gets the tough attribute at rank 3, which means he's got a 35% chance to resist all negative status effects. But, if you're immune to the control ones, that's really the big stuff right there. It means you can't be frozen, you can't be stunned, you can't be possessed. That's all pretty good right there. Anything that stops you from acting is really bad. So, that's the reason that, that's kind of the big thing right up front there. It worked great for Gelatron, who isn't an elite, by the way. Anyway, this fellow is going to be in the maze, and why don't we actually just go over now and take a look at that maze. This is the Graveyard Maze, and by the way, the Coins Dungeon is open right now. You'll see that up at the top there. I didn't clean it out. I'm about halfway through, so obviously there's a lot left for me. And you can see I have 22.25 at the moment. All right, let's take a quick look at what we have here. We have this guy. He's got single target hits. They're kind of hard. He poisons. He life drains. You know, if you don't have any epics and you're in that category, I suppose. Otherwise, you're not going to be using him with your legendaries in a war situation. That's what I'm saying. You know, that kind of thing. He might be available for some kind of breeding in the future, but, you know, nothing really crazy. All right, and then we have Mothman. Mothman's got some interesting stuff. I do believe that he's got good stamina draining stuff. That was what my memory tells me. You know what it is? I actually scrapped the one that I had leveled up for pieces, and I have another one. It was an open ruin slot thing, but he's level 1, so I don't remember what his skills were. I do remember he's got a lot of stamina stuff in terms of draining, so that's something. He also has wings, by the way. And then, of course, in terms of the first legendary, we have Kihaku, who is very good denial, has a starting skill that freezes and possesses, so it's useful if you're running into individuals who are immune to freezing and immune to possession. Those who are immune to freezing, well, you're going to take a shot at possessing them. Those who are immune to possession, well, maybe you're going to freeze them. If they're not immune to either one of them, you could get both of them on. Of course, he's also pretty fast, and he's got some good stuff, including being able to give stamina regeneration to his team. So, very, very good one indeed. Would I actually go for him? I don't know. Would I like an upgrade? I have to check my individual to see what's going on with him. But, yeah, he's actually very, very good. Very, very good. He also covers some good books there, too. So you can see he's got Sea going, he's got Dragons going, and I believe that's good legions. So can be very useful filling spots in wars if you got a good one. And then, of course, you have the individual at the center. This is a new individual. This is the elite. We talked about him. He is a dragon. He's into family. He's a villain. And, of course, as I said, he's elite. So that book is nowhere near being filled up. So, you know, if you're looking like get him to fill him up, that's kind of a minor thing. Obviously, you'd really want this guy because of his abilities. But like I said, you're really going to have to rank him up to get his really good stuff. So he's probably going to be good if you just have him like to 100, but you really want him better than just good. Like I said, he gets some really good stuff. How deep you have to go to get some, like he's got one skill that just flat out removes 30% from everybody and then does something else too. So he's got some good stuff, but you may have to rank him up to get it. That's what I'm saying. Now, in terms of how you actually get him, well, I hopefully have a banner on the screen right now. All right, so I got this one from the Monster Legends forums. Basically, as you can see, there is individual keys involved here, but basically they're telling you how far in each path you're going to have to go in order to advance to the next one and get everything. So for the Cal Drak, I wonder if he's related to Drak. That would explain why he's so bad. Anyway, you have to get, you have to move 21 spots in order to make sure you get the keys you need to advance. Then for Mothman, you have to get 22 steps in order to get the key you need to advance. And then for Kihaku, 7 steps, and then you can go on to Uglok, right? So that's what you do for him. Now, the question is, of course, how many coins do you actually need? Okay, hopefully you're looking at a grid on the screen right now. Anyway, you can see, let's face it, our eyes are going to the lower right immediately, right? And you can see that he's more expensive than the individual in the previous maze. But then again, he is an elite, so with the evolving trade and the extra skills, so you knew he was going to be more expensive. So if things are the same as the previous maze in terms of the opportunities to get coins, you're going to have to figure out whether or not you're actually going to be able to do this or not. Don't count on any 30% showing up until the end of the maze. I'm assuming that they did that again. If they didn't do that, let me know, because I am going on the assumption that the end of the last maze, they did the standard last hour as 30%. If they didn't do that, please let me know in the comments below, because I haven't heard anybody talk about it. But usually people only talk about it if they don't get something they're expecting. You know what I mean? If they get what they're expecting, they consider that to be standard and they don't have to say anything about it, you know. But they'll be screaming bloody murder if they don't actually get it, right? So I'm assuming everybody got the 30% in the last hour. So you basically have to get to the 9361 and then wait for the 30% in order to make sure you get it. Now, is there going to be a limited path? Who is that going to be? I would guess, given the previous maze, there probably is going to be one. There's no information about it yet, because if they do the same thing they did before, is they're not going to put that information out until the limited path opens up. It would really depend on who it is for me. Yeah, you know, the thing about it is, can I actually get enough coins to get this guy? If you add up what I got before, I might have been able to get over 8,000, maybe 9,000. I don't know about that. We're going to have to see. But it really depends on who the limited path is going to be. You know, you can say, well, I'm not interested in the limited path. I'm going to go for this guy. What if they drop Mephisto on you? Then you'd be like, oh, wow, that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying you don't know until they actually do it, right? So just hold on to your coins and keep your options open. That's the thing. And don't fall for that trap. I guess or if it already happened, you fell for it. You know, they like to do that first hour at 30%. Don't ever fall for that. That's just, don't fall for that. It's just not worth it. Really, it isn't. Because all you're doing is keeping yourself from being flexible, right? I mean, that 30% at the beginning isn't useful if you plan on using the last 30%, right? So I'm just thinking, you know, keep your options open. Hold on to your coins. No reason to spend them, right? All right, and I think that's going to be that. Anyway, this is another week one. It started yesterday. At the moment, it's 5 days, 10 hours, and 51 minutes at the time of recording. I'm going to try to get whatever I can, like I did last time. Like I said, the Coins Dungeon is open right now. If we get the limited path, it might open tomorrow. It might open on Friday. I have no idea. I guess we're going to find out. Hopefully it's Friday so we can talk about it on Saturday. That's just a thing. I like to talk about things like that. Anyway, I think that's going to be that for now. All right, so we might have other things pop up in the meantime. Like I said, I think they're doing some kind of a breeding thing coming up fairly soon. I'm not looking forward to it because I'd really want to use my hatchery, you know. At the moment, I have 2 legendaries in there, and I have one who's being crafted who's going to jump in there as soon as the time comes. So locking it up with lots of epics does not make me feel happy about life. I'm actually caught up now in terms of getting rid of scrapping them, you know, feeding them up to 90, throwing them in there and ripping them apart for pieces. So, yeah, I'm not really anxious to do more epic breeding events right now. But, you know, if you see something, you kind of have to do it. And there was one other thing, too. Since I have you all here, and since I had a lot of luck in the last episode, wow, how about get that 10 there, right? You know what's funny, though? I did that exact same thing, like, a month ago, and I didn't do it on video, and I got kind of the exact same thing. I got the 7, and then I got the 10. I mentioned it, but, you know, it's different when you actually see it, right? Where is the categories here? Because I'm going to open 82 of these, and I'm sure there's going to be a diamond there. Do it! Open it up! Okay, I'm not seeing any diamonds here. Hold on a minute. 1 gold would be good. As long as it's a good one. No? Nothing? Nothing? Not seeing any. That's not a gold. That's bronze. Okay, I guess... Well, I got a lot of stuff for feeding good things if I get them, right? That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I think I've finished the loop already. Alright, so we do have some silvers here. This, of course, was from the Monster Wood event in the last 2 days, right? And open... And all silvers. Like I said, good for leveling up good ones. Okay, and why don't we go over to war? We won the last war. We won pretty strongly. So we're in a good zone right now. This team looks challenging. And we've attacked 10 more times and we have a 10 lead. But, you know, I guess we're going to have to see how this turns out. All I know is they are kind of challenging. All right, what do we got, though? We got a pretty good combo, though. We got Evil Legions, Superheroes, and Earth. Notice what's not there anymore. Yes, Team Wars is gone. And I'm very happy about that. All right, I would really rather not fight Ragnarok. I think I saw one over here I wanted to play with. This one right over here. Oh, no coins left. Somebody clean that out. Of course somebody cleaned that out already. What do we have over here? I don't want to mess. You know, who do I want to mess with more? Myrak or Ragnarok? The problem is Ragnarok will just kill you, you know? You got 2 speeds on Caro Brutalis. I'm guessing the logic behind that is to get to the Mega Taunt ability quickly. The problem is if you don't have enough health, you're just going to die really fast. You know what I mean? All right, let's try that one. I'm pretty confident that my team is faster. All right, because, yeah, I got the 2 10s there. Should I put the other 10 on him or give it to somebody else? I have a feeling that, you know, I should probably think about somebody else. We'll have to see. All right, well, let's begin. All right, and of course, obviously, we're going to activate cooldowns. Okay, I noticed that, should I do this? Okay, so here's the skill right here, which utterly devastates tanks. Do I want to do that? I'm using group attacks, and I got some nice ones here, you know, like, for instance, how about Curse for Everybody? Okay, you didn't want Curse down there. All right, and why don't we do some Total Blind and some Quicksands? All right, what do we have for you? I might as well do this one, give them some days, some guard down, because that way this one down here won't miss. And do some of this. You're nearly dead. Dying quickly. All right, you know what we'll do now? Now we'll just do a little bit of possession. And they're all possessed. Undead Dragon time! Some more torture effects. Boom, you're dead. Boom, you're dead. And let's face it, you're dead too. Boom. Alright, worked out pretty good. Alright, let's find somebody else here to play with. I obviously don't have that kind of speed available, so yeah, we're like biting out the ones here at the bottom here, aren't we? That's usually not a good sign. All right, Myrak. I'm going to have to deal with Myrak, ain't I? What do we have over here? I don't know about that speed. We're going to have to see. Let me throw something together here. This is my B team, of course. I'm thinking that... Where is it? I think he's available here, isn't he? And that's Patience Cyber. Is he fast enough? I might have to give him a little bit of a support. I'm going to probably have to go with you. All right, so what am I doing over here? See, if I go with Prince Charmless, I'm not going to get any support speed. Neobuki. Let's look at that one for a moment, and let's see what we have here. You are 6755. You are a lot higher. That's not going to work. I can't get any more support speed. All right, let me take another look here. What I have here. I'd love to put the Baroness in, but unfortunately it's the same spot as the individual that we have here. Can I get denial somewhere else? Hold it a second. Actually, let's change you out for a moment. Let's say for a moment that I was going to go with... Now, I would need somebody else. Where? Oh, Gorg would be nice. It depends if I can find somebody else, but I'm looking for someone specific. Since he's 100, I don't think he would do the job. I'm looking for... He's shy. I'm looking for Ragnarok. All right. Is there something I could do down here? I could put Myrak in. I could do that. That's probably going to be fast enough. Let's see. Especially with Ragnarok supporting. Okay, yeah, it's gonna do the job there. That's gonna do the job. And of course, we're gonna get random protections from Myrak and Ragnarok. All right, so let's Let's see how this goes. Okay, what did we get? We all got cooldown protection from Ragnarok. Okay, that's not really very useful since the other side isn't doing that. Alright, I must scream. Random control effect. Okay, we didn't get any kind of control effect from there. Oh, that's not great. Oh, anticipation. Right. That was the Prince Charmless. Oh, you know what? Why don't I just do that? Boom, you're dead. And boom, you're dead. Okay, I forgot all about that. Speaking about boom, you're dead. And then you... Do I want to finish off? She's stunned. Actually, she's mega stunned. I guess she got that from Mirak? Alright. Well, thank you very much. That was very kind of you. You can have some curse. Don't say I didn't get you something. Do we have anything bad on us? I don't see anything. Why don't you have some Actually, I think that's probably going to kill you. Okay, and immunity to tortures. I don't see something that's useful. Remove positive status effects from enemy. Yeah, well, I just did that. All right, why don't we just kind of charge? And then why don't we just kind of kill you? Okay, so there's 6 more, but I think we've seen they have some really strong teams in there because I'm down here right now. So we're going to have to see how that works out in the future. Maybe I should whip out that extra 10 and put it on somebody. Yeah, Patient Cyber, probably not a bad idea, at least for the continuance of this war. Maybe that's something I should consider because it is sitting there doing nothing, right? And I think it only, does it cost gems or does it cost money? I think it only costs money now. Even if it is a couple of gems, at the moment it's not that big of an issue. I still have the gems dungeon. I haven't started that. I have to finish the coins dungeon. That's the one that's time sensitive. 1 day only, right? Anyway, I don't know how that's going to work out. They look tough, so it wouldn't surprise me if they come back, but hopefully we can win. And then, of course, we're going into the battlegrounds. All right, but for now, let's do some PvP. All right, now I actually did have some problem getting teams here. A lot of people, we didn't get a lot of requests, but some people were asking, a lot of people were asking for the same creatures, like Wormalad got asked for a lot, Marquis de Sade, pardon me, Marquis de Flambe, I got my Marquis mixed up, got asked for a bunch, as well as Dun Ra. So, yeah, I had issues. As a matter of fact, unfortunately, I'm kind of using the first one as I was going to just go with 3, but then I decided, you know, maybe I should make a point with the first one. And I hate singling people out, but I'm seeing so much of this, especially when they do it over and over again, and I want to make it clear the reason is I'm not ignoring you. We'll see what you're talking about in a minute. All right, why don't we just go on in? All right, so our first team today was suggested by Hoes. I think that's the way it is. Hoaes. And this individual wanted to see. All right, we're going over to fire. And we're going to put in burn. Next up, we're going over to nature. And we're going to put in Woody. And I'm guessing you probably figure out who the last one is. And we're going to put in Splashy. I see this a lot. And some people are very persistent with it. I think most viewers realize that at 5,400 trophies, they're probably going to die without moving, no matter who I choose. That's the thing about it is, at times, I'm just going to ignore teams like this and pick somebody else if I have options open to me. It's nothing against you. It's just that, well, let's just see what happens. Maybe there's a miracle. I'm not seeing any. No, I'm not seeing any miracles here. No, I'm not seeing any miracles here. He's done raw. Up the middle? I mean, technically speaking, there's no denial there. By the way, when I got the VIP that I got in the last, it turns out I don't have him. I think the only one I'm missing now is the light one. I'm going to have to do an inventory on that. I think the light one is the only one I'm missing. I think I kind of have to do the one up the middle because it's the only one that doesn't have actual denial, so we might be able to move. They're going to kill us anyway, but we might be able to move. Oh, my trophy count really dropped. I guess that's the reason we're running into teams like this. All right, let's go. Who's going next? I guess I have no alternative but to boost burn there, right? I mean, that's really the only alternative I have. Hopefully we're alive by that time, right? Okay, he's got drowning on him. Salve healing for all. Sounds like a plan. Okay, so let's see. I can't even kill one. Should I just set the... I mean, I got the double damage, so I have to hit hard. All right, I can kill one. Let's get rid of the Gelatron. Dying really fast. Okay, cleaning... Clear positive. Okay, no, not that one. Not that one. Mass refresh. That's the one. Clear negative status effects. All right, you get another heal, but it's a single target. All right, I have to keep Burn alive, right? Because he's my offense. Okay, bye, Splashy. All right, let's see. A lot of magma. May burn. Well, I mean, that's going to hurt you up here, so... Okay, he's dead. All right, it's 2-on-1. It's 1-on-1. Mars Punch. Is that the most damage he's going to do? Well, that one will be a complete waste. All right, let's do this one. Okay, he has 2 shields. I'm going to hit you again. All right, charge. Okay, and dead. And that was a miraculously easy team we ran into, by the way. See, the thing about teams like that is they really don't stand much of a chance at my trophy area. You know, you have to give me the opportunity to win. I mean, that one, we got really lucky that it got that far. And that was because my trophy count actually had dropped a little farther than I thought it had. And now it's a little easier now, right? See, all the teams are going to have, like, speedy denial. And in that case, we ran into a team that didn't have it. But normally, I'm not going to run into that. So, I mean, teams that just are going to die with almost no challenge at all are really not entertaining. And my job here is 1, to inform, and 2, to entertain. So in a lot of cases, I'm simply going to ignore teams like that. So you might want to, like, throw something in there to give me a chance. I mean, the people who actually ask me to do epics, I mean, I'm just going to ignore that. It doesn't exist because they're not going to win. It's not even a matter of they're not going to win. It's a matter of it's going to be like, people are going to be saying, why did you even bother with that? You knew they didn't have a chance anyway, right? And I'm going to get abused for that. Well, I mean, if nothing else, it dropped our trophy count even more, so the next teams are going to have a lot easier time. All right, let's move on. All right, so our next team was suggested by Max Guthrie, and Max wanted to see... All right, we're starting over in water. I'm not saying you have to ask for the best teams all the time, by the way. You know, I mean, I did a couple of teams in the last episode that had older individuals, and they won because, I mean, they were, you know, well put together. Oh, actually, that was a mistake. That is not. You know what? I was actually thinking of a team from the last video. Actually, the one I was going for was, water, because otherwise it'll take an eternity. Where is Namor? All right, next up, we're going over to Earth, and this is going to be Zuma. And the final member of the team is over in Nature, and this is going to be... Where are you? There he is. Squidward. Unfortunately, Squidward has a lock ruin slot on him. I think Zuma's actually going first. They are getting a little support speed. All right, let's see how this works out. I think I'm going to do the team on the right because they don't have any denial over there. They look hard, but I need to get an advantage on them. Otherwise, I'm in a lot of trouble. Even though I'm not going to be able to stun one of them, and one of them is going to be very difficult to stun. But I think it's better than what I'm looking at over here. All right, let's go. Okay, we are all going first. That's a wonderful thing. So you're gonna slime them. Oh wow, got right past that old VIP protection there, didn't we? Okay, hive scanner. Oh, that's right. You don't stun. You possess. Go for it. Oh wow, you guys got some good aim going your way. Okay, let's start with some whale hunter because we wouldn't want to miss. Who do I really want to get rid of? Who can I get rid of? They're all kind of meaty, aren't they? Let's think about this. The one who's a real pain, I think, would be the Agursus. So I'm going to target the Agursus. All right, and then I'm going to give you guys some drowning. Okay, so you guys got a lot of torture effects on you. Ooh, awesome. Ouch, you just took all our stamina away. What did we do? Okay, that's bad. We don't have any stamina at all. Okay, Energy Fortress gives 30% stamina to all allies, applies immunity. Okay, well, that's the immunity, but hey, you know what? That's good. And the good thing about, he's got a charging banner on him. All right, let's think. Do this. And then reload everybody. Like I said, I'd really like to get rid of you. I'm going to save you for the next attack, though, because the next attack is going to be water. You dead. All right, let's think. Elder Curse. Okay, your guys are both immune to possession at the moment. Activate cooldowns. I think that's a single target one, right? I'm going to do that to you down here. Because he's about to die, that's why. Spike Hand. Because why not? And should I give him some more slime? Here, has some more slime. And Whale Hunter again. And start with a bang. And why don't we do some electrification here? Okay, I'm pretty sure you're dead. Because you got poison, you're shocked, and you're drowning. But you know what? What's the last one? Possession? Sure, why not? And you're dead. Ow. Okay, so that worked out. It's a tough fight, but they were victorious. And, oh, by the way, it's really great to see you again. We got along really great with the lady who was here in the meantime, but we hope you had yourself a nice long weekend there. Very enjoyable, hopefully. The weather was really nice and sunny. All right, so let's see. Let's move on to our next team. Our next team was suggested by Medella MN, who gave me 3 teams, which is the reason I am doing Medella MM's team, right? All right, so this one I think was the 3rd team of the selection. So we're going to start over in, we're going to start over in nature, and we're going to just grab indigo. Next up, we're going over into magic, and this was buzzkill. And over here, we're going back into nature, and we're going to go with Pan. All right, so we have a good combo here. Pan isn't incredibly fast, but Pan does the job. All right, up the middle, already have one there, Alpha Clevius. There's a Epic on the left. What about the team on the right? I mean, they do have some speed there, but you know, that could... The AI is very bad at doing that, so why don't we just do a refresh here and see what we can find. Oh, we have the Epic, the Elite up the middle. I don't know what that one does. I'm guessing that is Vandalus the denial there? Okay, I don't know. I want to pick a good fight, but not one with Mirak. That's not a good idea. I'm wondering if I should do the team on the left. Why don't we try one more time? Because I want to get a good match. Do I have extra turners in here? Yes, I do. So I definitely don't want the team on the left. That would be a big mistake. I mean, up the middle is kind of interesting there. But she could be going first. All right, you know what? We're just going to do that anyway and see how it works out. Worst case scenario, Buzzkill won't get the attack on the first round. How fast? Oh, you have no speed on you at all. Okay, never mind. A 110 Talika, I don't know. For some reason, I thought that would have speed on it. Silly me. Okay, Venom Spread. We have one individual who is immune. We have another one who is stunned and poisoned. Okay, I don't think that I need... Yeah, I don't need to debuff you to kill you. Hold on a minute. No, I don't. Because you don't like nature. I really want to... Thinking, who do I want to get rid of first? Yeah, I really... Actually, I do want to get rid of him. Because he's a real pain. The worst thing she's going to do is stun us. But, he's just going to keep this going like all with the shielding and all that kind of stuff. I just don't want to do that. Okay. Resistance is futile. Give in to the frog. Okay, come on. One more time. There we go. There we go. Boom. Okay, well, Buzzkill didn't have to do anything except look really cool there with his wings. Yeah, unfortunately, it kind of looked like it would be a better fight than it turned out to be. I mean, what is the purpose of having a 110 Talika if you're going to put ruins on that? I mean, it's not like you're saying, well, I don't have anything better, right? It's kind of like getting gold on a wheel. There seems to be a problem. Could you look into that? I mean, if you have a 110 Talika, then chances are you have the resources to actually put something good on her. That's just me, All right, let's go with our fourth and final team, and this is by far the toughest of the teams. And this team was actually the reason why I had to say no to a lot of teams. So if you're wondering why your team didn't get picked, except of course for the person who asked for Mop, who is still 60 by the way, this is probably the reason. All right, our final team was selected by Mannequin. And Mannequin wanted to see, over to Fire, we're going with Pepe. Next up, we're going over to Light, and this is going to be Lance. And finally, over to Darkness, this is going to be Dunra. Well, Cleo. Obviously, this team is mighty. I hope we can find something to challenge it. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Okay, we're seeing some stuff here. All right, this is better. Wow. Okay, the team up the middle looks terrifying. I think he's the one who blocks all control. All right, team on the right is completely out of this. The problem with the team on the left is it's all denial. It's all denial. So I mean, it'd be a pain, but they would be very hard pressed to actually kill a Dunra. I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think any of them can actually take off positive status effects too. All right, so up the middle looks kind of ugly. So let's see what we can do. All right, what kind of runes we have. You named him Thor. Now, he's the guy, I believe, that makes everybody immune to control. All right, we're not doing that, though. Okay. All right, we're not doing that. We're doing a Megaton tank, right? All right. And Cleo got the... Okay, so let it begin. All right, why don't we do this and give them sunburn and burn? Okay, taking that stamina away, huh? Okay, how do you kill a dragon? Does anybody hear a dragon? Okay, I would say most like... Oh, actually, is Neobuki part dragon? I'm thinking if there's a dragon, it's probably him up here. Although I'm starting to think that maybe Neobuki... Okay, I'm going to take a shot at it. Okay, not a dragon. All right, we're dragon slayers. If I could... Yeah, I can finish him off. Okay. Okay, so he's evading, and now you have curse. Okay, you just keep taking our stamina away, don't you? Alright, what are you going to do? Okay, they already have curse, so doing that would be kind of silly. Oh, do you still have... Okay, you still have Megaton on. Alright, that's fine. Intimidating Roar. Guard down. They're not going to shield, so no big deal. Alright, why don't we just get some bleeding going? You. Boom, you're dead. Okay, Masterwork, total damage reduction, skill mirror to itself. And you're dead. Like I said, a really mighty team. The only thing better if it had been like a Voltec over there, that would have been terrifying for them. Alright, and a spin. Have you gotten a chance to look at this? It seems you did. Okay. Okay, have a good day. I'll see you on Saturday. All right, and I think we're done. All right, so we got a new maze going here. Do your coin collection any way you can. I'll reiterate it again. You collect gold, you collect food, you feed your creatures. You can also PvP wins. I think the first one you probably saw me get 15 coins for that one. Hatching and breeding will also do it. So you can do a certain amount. I think it's every... I think it's every 4 hours during a maze. I get that confused. Yeah, I think it's during mazes. It's every 4 hours. There's an amount that's there that you can drain, and then it resets. And I think it's during progressives that it's every 8 hours. I might have those backwards. If I did get them backwards, be sure to say so in the comments. And I'm sure somebody will point out that I'm wrong. Because nobody on the internet ever points out that another person is wrong. It just never happens. But in this case, I'm kind of asking you to point that out if I'm wrong. And of course, we have Battlegrounds going. So the next episode in this series will be on Saturday. But you're going to get a feeding video for Nabeline tomorrow. And then Drakkar on Friday, and then Saturday we'll just go and do the normal episode. The reason for that is, of course, the war is getting later, which is the reason these episodes are getting later, and I'd rather get them done early. Of course, I might be in a situation, especially in a war like this, where there wouldn't be anything I can do, but in that case, we can always do a live duel if necessary, if there is a problem like that. I think that I could probably work something out for a war like this. Like I said, I do have that 10 floating around. I could put that on Patient Cyber, and that would have taken care of everything. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. And don't forget about the Coins Dungeon. It's only 24 hours, so it's going to be gone. So get out there and get to it as quickly as possible. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.